Welcome and thank you for joining. My name is Marissa, and I'm so glad you clicked in to join our practice today. This is going to be an intermediate flow focused on opening up the hamstrings and leading to hanumanasana or splits. Find a comfortable seated position, wherever that may be for you, and begin to bring your attention to your breath. From here, we're going to take the hands into fists, and then firmly pressing the knuckles starting at the knees, letting them slide back towards the hip along the quads. On your inhale and exhale, and coming into contraction as they push forward. Inhaling, dragging back. Exhale, pushing forward. Inhaling, spreading the collarbones. Exhaling into your contraction. From here, we're going to take some spinal twists. We'll extend the right leg out in front of us, bending the left, and then coming to twist towards the leg, exhaling into the twist, inhaling center, exhaling to twist, inhaling center, exhaling to twist, inhaling to center. Finding a moment of symmetry between sides, exhaling for a soft fold, inhaling, scoop your way back. And then we'll step the other leg up. Our right leg now will bend, the left extends, hands come to heart center, exhale into your twist. Inhaling center, exhaling to twist, inhaling center, exhaling to twist, inhaling center. Inhale, scooping up. Exhale for a soft release, moment of symmetry, and then inhale, rolling your way up. From here, this time we're going to take the right leg and step it so it crosses over the left extended, and then coming into a deeper twist here. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling center. Exhaling to twist. Letting the elbow hook on that leg to deepen the twist. And then same arm as leg is going to extend, catching the bent arm, and then being sure that you draw that shoulder down, really making sure let your neck have some length. We'll exhale to fold. We'll inhale, coming for a moment of symmetry and setting up for the other side. This time, right leg extends, left steps over. And we'll set up to exhale to twist. Inhaling center, exhaling to twist. Inhaling center, exhaling to twist. And then we'll do the same thing, extending the same arm as leg. All the other stays bent, catching the elbow with the knee, extending that arm, drawing the shoulder down. And then we'll take it into a fold before releasing into a moment of symmetry. Then we'll take that same leg, we're going to bend the right, extend the left, and then just take a fold here. Really pressing the right leg into the mat to allow yourself to fold. And then maybe if you have it within your practice, you can take a bind or a half bind, letting both hands come back in a clasp around that bent leg and towards the back. Taking a moment of symmetry in between, and then setting up for the other side. Exhaling down into the fold. Really, again, pressing into the ground with the left leg to let yourself fold, and maybe taking the clasp again. So reaching both hands around the leg and back to bind, hold your hand or wrist of the opposite hand. You're ready, we'll release, swooping out, taking a moment of symmetry, kind of walking the hips back so you can deepen the hip crease here and allow yourself to get up and over the pelvis. And then just softly folding. This doesn't need to be your deepest. Just taking a moment to undulate the spine, inhaling to a flat back, exhaling to release, and then rolling your way up. So take a moment from here, drink some water. We're going to come down to the mat to set up for abdominals. We'll do a Navasana series. Inhaling to half boat, Ardha Navasana. Exhale, we're going to take a twisted boat. Inhaling to half boat. Exhaling to twisted boat. Inhaling half boat. Exhale, grab yogi toe lock. Inhale, full boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhaling half boat. Exhale, low boat, all the way down to release. Inhaling half boat. Exhale to twist. Inhale, half boat. Exhale to twist. Inhale, half boat. Exhale, grab yogi toe lock. Inhale, full boat. Exhale to low boat. Inhale, Ardha Navasana half boat. Exhale through low boat to the mat. Inhaling, Ardha Navasana, halfway lift. Exhale to twist. Inhale, exhale to twist. Inhale, exhale, grab yogi toe lock. Inhale, full boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale through your low boat into a release. You are so strong. Let's keep going. Inhale, half boat, halfway lift. Exhale to twist. Inhale, half boat. Exhale to twist. Inhale, half boat. Yogi toe lock. Inhale, full boat. Shine those collarbones. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, half boat. Exhaling through your low boat all the way down. Let yourself collect your breath here. That was amazing work. Maybe find Baddha Konasana, supine or butterfly laying down. And just rock the knees side to side to release the core. And then eventually you can rock and roll your way up to stand through Utkatasana, chair pose. Taking a moment, coming to the top of your mat, finding where you are in your feet, rooting down. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, scooping the arms up. Exhaling to swan dive forward. Landing in Uttanasana, forward fold with soft knees. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, come down through your Vinyasa. Or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we are going to inhale, our right leg up and back behind us. And then exhale as we stack the hips and bend the knee. Inhaling as you straighten out the legs, squaring off the hip. And then exhale, step that foot forward to figure four legs. And then pull through your vinyasa, coming to upward facing dog. Opening both the collarbones and the hip here on one side. Then we'll step back through plank, exhaling downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bring that foot forward. We'll inhale to set up for warrior one, scooping the arms up. We'll exhale to release the arms. Inhaling to pull up and set up for reverse warrior, and exhaling your way back. Inhaling up, reaching the arms out in front of you. Then we'll exhale as we come forward, setting up for a runner's lunge. So the hands are going to frame that front foot. From here, we're going to hop or twist that foot backwards, spinning up that back heel. And really thinking of a long line of energy out through the top of the head, down the spine, and out through the foot. Eventually that back knee can come down. We'll inhale our way up to a high lunge here. Really focusing on scooping out that pelvis to add a little fire to the hip flexor. Then we'll take it into a twisted dragon. Same arm as front leg is going to come down. We're going to inhale our way into an oblique twist, coming up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Exhaling down, we'll take this into glute kicks with the heel, maybe kicking towards the glute, maybe making contact with that hand. For 3, and on your last one, we're going to make a connection, kicking into the hand as we hold the foot to spread the collarbones. And then exhale, we're going to fold inside that leg. So internally rotating the hips. Eventually, we'll release our twisted dragon. The hands will plant. And we'll get ready to step on back to our downward facing dog. From here, we're ready to inhale, left leg up and back behind us. Exhale, we'll stack and open the hips as we bend the knee. Inhale to extend the leg. Exhale as we bring it in and set up those figure 4 legs. Exhaling, coming forward and down. Inhaling to upward facing. So again, spreading the collarbones, opening up the hip on one side. Exhaling our way back to downward facing dog through a plank. Then we're going to get ready to step that foot forward, and we'll inhale and rise on up for warrior one. We'll exhale to release the hands. Inhale, setting up for reverse warrior, and then exhaling into reverse warrior. After this, we're going to inhale coming up, and then exhale, setting up as we come on down for our runner's lunge, letting the hands plant. Inhaling then as you step that foot back, and then thinking again of really stretching out long, broadening the collarbones, pulling the arms back as they stay where they are, and then we'll take it into a twisted dragon. Same arm as front leg comes down. Opposite arm is going to reach up. We'll inhale up for the oblique twist. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale, taking it into glute kicks, kicking the heel towards the glute. Baby the hand. For 3. On your third and final one, make a connection with the foot, kicking the foot into the hand to spread the collarbones. And then on the exhale, we'll fold inside that front leg, rounding forward. From here, we'll release that foot. We're going to plant the hands and step on back to our downward facing dog. Getting ready to jump forward, coming onto tiptoes. Landing in Uttanasana, forward fold on the exhale. Soft knees, inhaling to Ardha Uttanasana. Finding a flat back, wherever that may be for you. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling as you reverse your swan dive, scooping on up. Exhale as you pull the hands down. We'll inhale as we roll the shoulders back, externally rotating the arm bones. And then exhale to release. Inhale, scooping the arms up. And then exhale, we'll swan dive down, landing in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, coming to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Planting the hands, and we'll exhale, jumping back or stepping back as we come through our Vinyasa. Exhaling, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhaling, leg up and back behind you, bending at the knees, stacking the hips. Exhale as we bring the foot forward and you set up for figure 4 legs. Inhaling as we come to upward facing dog, spreading the collarbones and that hip. Exhale as we step that foot down. Inhaling your way up to warrior one pose. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, scoop up and reverse that warrior. Exhale as we step that foot down, inhaling to organize the pelvis, and then exhale into your pyramid pose with a flat back. When you can no longer keep that back flat, you can then just release, let the hands come down, and then maybe focusing on organizing the pelvis here as we undulate the spine with our breath for 3, lifting and exhaling. If it's helpful, you can bring a slight bend to the knees if it helps you really push that front hip back and keep the hips squared off. From here, we'll slide that front foot back through to come to our vinyasa. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg up and back behind you, stacking the hips on the exhale. Inhale, bringing it forward. Exhale to figure 4 legs. So we roll out the body and inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Then we'll step that foot and inhale our way up to warrior one. From here, dropping the hands, inhaling, reversing our warrior. Exhale, coming on up on the inhale, and we'll exhale. We're going to set up the feet again, stepping that foot in. Inhale to find a long spine, and then we'll exhale our way forward into pyramid. Again, keeping a flat back for as long as possible with the hips squared, and then eventually just releasing. Then we'll undulate the spine on the inhale and exhale. Really thinking each time here that we're hooking the ribs over that front knee, really keeping the integrity of the spine and the movements. sliding that foot through pyramid into your vinyasa, inhaling upward facing dog, exhaling as you push back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment, get a sip of water, and we'll get ready to set up now for camel. Inhaling to a shin stand, bring the hands back behind you to the sacrum, then exhaling to camel. Inhaling and then exhaling, letting yourself come back, hugging the abdominals, hugging those thighs together, inhaling your way back up. Exhale, we'll scoop the pelvis, inhale to step that foot forward, finding your high lunge. Maybe adding some pressure, lifting that back knee. Exhale, the hands are going to come down. Knee can come down if it's not already. Maybe even taking it onto the forearms as we fold inside that front leg. Inhaling back up to a high lunge. Maybe it's knee up, maybe it's knee down. That's your choice. Exhaling down to a lizard lunge. Inhaling high lunge. Exhaling to a lizard lunge. From here, we're going to set up for Ardha Hanumanasana, or a half split. So coming back to the shin stand and extending your right leg out in front of you, thinking of really creasing those hips back, and just like we did in the pyramid, holding with a flat back until you've hit kind of your end point. If you want to bind this half split, you can reach both hands behind you and then slide them over the glutes to be bound then. Maybe you're hanging out here, maybe we take it to a full split, and full split, you can start to play around with what you're doing with the pelvis. You can externally rotate that back leg, maybe internally rotate that back leg and kick the heel towards the glute. When you feel satisfied, we're going to transition into a gate pose and take cats and cows here. Inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. And we'll set up the same thing on the other side. Inhaling up, we'll exhale, bring our hands down and coming back to our camel. Inhaling, pushing forward, exhaling, and then inhaling to scoop, exhale, scooping out, and then inhaling, step that foot, and finding our high lunge here. Exhale to your lizard, releasing down, holding inside that leg. Inhaling up to a high lunge, exhaling to a lizard. Inhaling to high lunge, exhaling to lizard. And then we'll set up for half split or Ardha Hanumanasana again. Extending the left leg this time, and again folding with a flat back as we enter the pose. When you've kind of met your spot, then just releasing into it. You can bind it if you'd like, reaching the hands behind you, sliding them over the glutes, or maybe take this into a full split. And then you can play around with that, shifting where the pelvis is to internally and externally rotate that back leg. Maybe kicking the heel up towards the glute, or catching hold of it. And then eventually you can walk your hands inside the legs, in front of the pelvis, and take a gate pose. Inhaling and exhaling through cats and cows for 3. Exhaling. Inhaling. Eventually come out of it, come to a tabletop. Inhaling. Right leg up, arm up, and then it's going to spread the needle. The left hand then is going to reach in front of you. The right leg can stay as it is, or maybe if we want to challenge ourselves, it can extend out behind you, or even you can bend that leg and try to catch it with the opposite hand. When you feel satisfied, we'll release from here and set up in tabletop to do the other side again. This time the left hand is going to inhale up and then exhale as it threads the needle. The right will extend forward. Your left leg can extend right behind you, or maybe we bend at the knee and we catch that foot again. It's your choice. We're just playing around, seeing what happens. After this, take some cats and cows for 3, inhaling, exhaling, then finding your way to Shavasana, corpse, or your final resting pose, wherever that may be for you. And if you've lost it, come back to your breath. Might feel nice to hug the knees into the chest or take supine twists. You still need a little bit more time to release. Making sure while we're here to thank your body for all the work you have done, your mind for the thoughts it has given you, your heart for the love you've shared, and all those who shared the practice with you. While I was practicing, there was a very, very cute family of geese and their little goslings right in front of me, so I figured I would share that joy with you. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for clicking in to join me, and have a wonderful rest of your day, your evening, your morning, whenever you are watching this. Namaste. Amen. Thank you.